welcome you to another edition of This is Wrestling, The Shorts. It's Lee Versage, Zach McGibbon. Zachary, nice to see you again. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, Mr. Versage. These shorts have been continuing to test me. I've been through the meat grinder, and but I still show up each and every time, physically, not mentally, but I do show up physically. But I am here once again for another one of these.
You've got
shorts.
yourself a shtick. You've got yourself a gimmick.
Yeah.
You're a new man.
I'm a new man.
So we welcome back the host of This is Wrestling, The Shorts, the super fan, Ben Soubliere. How are you?
I'm great. I'm feeling like I was the winner of the last short. You guys really struggled there. Maybe it was too specific. Maybe you guys aren't as wrestling knowledge savvy as I thought.
Maybe I think that's what the listeners are thinking.
Stop. What I can tell you is right now, like, we'll relate this back to the Carolina Hurricanes again in the NHL. Did anybody care that they only beat Ottawa by like a goal here or there? They only beat Philadelphia. They kind of struggled a little bit at the beginning. No, they're kicking everybody's ass. And you know what? I'm kicking everybody's ass right now in this. And I don't care how I get there. It doesn't matter how it happened. It matters that it happens. And we have now got to the point where the random randomizer is coming on. You know why? Because Zach and I need to get back on the same page for once, as opposed to me just kicking his ass in some of the other games that we play. So the random randomizer is coming your way, folks, because this is Zach and I back on the same page.
Thank God. For all of our sakes.
Nobody asks how in golf. Hey, I shot 78 today. Oh, but on 14, nobody asked that. Okay. I know, Ben, I'll relate this something to you and what you would like. It's like if your guy in Formula One, Lando, he wins the pole and then he gets to the first turn. Like, okay, it's over. Nobody really cares about like how he won the pole. He got to the first turn. I guess he's going to win the race because that's every Formula One race in the world.
It's actually not correct. In the Canadian Grand Prix, he took P1 on the first turn.
Back up there.
Sorry.
First turn and then had to pit because of a terrible strategy. So not a good analogy. But anyways,
folks, I apologize. Ben's now going to tell you that how great Formula One is because he put soft tires on or whatever kind of tires he had on and literally on the next lap pitted because he had the wrong tires. This is what I'm supposed to watch and love. The random randomizer, what people love. And let's give it to them. Let's rankings. Let's Zach, you and I back on the same page, baby.
For the sake of all of us.
Yeah.
All right. So for this edition of the Random Randomizer, you will have to rank blindly these ECW World Champions.
Oh, I like this. This is going to be great because obviously you have the expertise. I don't know if you know this, Ben, but he went to the Burt Flickinger Arena to go see ECW shows back in the day. So
I don't know if you know this, but he was in the first or second row when somebody was tossed into the crowd. Spike Dudley?
No. Come on. RVD, Bam Bam Bigelow.
Oh, right.
RVD did a plancha onto the floor past the guardrail right by me onto Bam Bam Bigelow.
Yeah. And that's in the opening intro.
That's
for
right.
ECW. You can find Lee Versage in there.
I went to Pittsburgh. Okay. November to remember. And watched the guy who's going to finish number one on this list win back his world title. So go ahead, Ben.
So number one on your list to rank.
I'm so biased on this.
is, I mean, you often refer to me as this.
Yes.
The franchise. Yeah. Shane Douglas.
So right off the bat, I know you're going one.
I'm telling you. I think he's one. Like for me, you're going to have to convince me that other people that are going to come on this list are going to be better than Shane Douglas.
I think when the three of us are on the show, our name should be the Triple Threat.
Triple Threat.
The Triple Threat.
By the way, a nice little ode. I don't know if people, and so recently you've been listening to this. We watched Double or Nothing and MJF won back the world title. And I don't know if people know this, but at the end of that, because he put up, it's the third time that he has won the championship under 30. Only 8 guys have done that, the world championship, but he put up the 3 and then he put a picture of him and Chris Candido. They had the same trunks and the same 3 in the air. Like it was a full tribute to Chris Candido from MJF.
That guy just gets wrestling.
Like he just gets it.
Yeah.
That's why.
If you put Chris Candido side by MJF, there's a lot of similarities.
But he just gets it, and I feel like Bobby Finn because that's why. No. Why would you think?
No.
Which actually,
why
we
would
should
you think that? Yeah,
that should be Ben.
Yeah.
Like Zach. No. Why would you think?
So I'm not.
Tell me who else is coming.
Well, to me, the other ones, and this is also a personal bias of mine, but Mike Awesome would absolutely have to be higher than
Raven. Will be on there.
Raven, maybe Taz,
possibly
because
Terry Funk.
Terry Funk as well was another one.
Did Terry Funk win it as ECW or?
Oh yeah, as ECW.
As ECW. Okay.
It was on that first Barely Legal show that he won.
He won the world title and that.
It's not the Sandman. We're not going to put Sandman as
Zach. I'm telling you right now. You have 10 seconds to convince me that Shane Douglas should not be number one. He's my guy, and he is like he's in my top 5 all time. The franchise.
Well, I'll give him this. Triple H pretty much took everything of his gimmick for his gimmick in Attitude Era.
And then buried him.
And then
when he went to Shane Douglas, number one.
With a bullet?
With a bullet.
All right.
There's nobody on the list that I'm going to put above that guy. And I'm going to feel good about it too.
Yeah. I personally would put Mike Awesome ahead, but I will.
There's no chance of what Shane Douglas meant to ECW and some of the reigns and matches that he had in angles. I know you like Mike Awesome as a wrestler, but as a champion.
I know with the exit, I know you're going to mention with the exit with him going to WCW and then immediately getting beaten up by Kevin Nash because it was WCW in 2000.
Right. But he didn't carry the company like Shane Douglas carried the company.
But I still go back and watch him and Masato Tanaka, Spike Dudley. Those are great matches.
Number one.
All right.
Your next person to rank.
Zach and I on the same page. I'm just gonna
steamroll him.
I'm just gonna be like this. This is the list, Zach. You better have another random randomizer ready.
I knew when Shane Douglas was up, I was like, well, I don't think I'm gonna be able to win this one out. I don't think he's number one.
I didn't think he would say him number one. So
yeah, it's true.
You're gonna have to quote this guy.
Oh,
nevermore.
Yeah,
Raven.
Okay, I'd like to hear where you think first, and then I'll just correct it.
Yes. Well, he is the ECW guy. I never really thought of Raven ECW champion in terms of his time in ECW. I always think of the feud with Tommy Dreamer. So I don't know if that's.
But he had the title with the feud with Tommy Dreamer for a long time.
Yeah.
He beat a lot of guys.
Yep.
Like Raven for me is what I think of in my time of loving ECW. He had the world title most of the time when people chased him and tried to get it off him, whether it was Sandman, whether it was Dreamer, whether it was like Terry Funk. After that, I know Funk finally beat him, but I'm going to say number 2 for me.
Oh, okay. I was thinking 3.
Who? Yeah. You're leaving room for Mike Awesome?
Well, so if I was to be a fair man, because I am also a new man, Ben, is that I would say, so personally, Shane Douglas wouldn't be my number 1, but I figured I was going to get outvoted somehow on that.
Yeah.
Even though it's a 2-man voting group. But I was thinking either Taz or Sabu, just in terms of significance, especially for that first pay-per-view.
But significance in the time in ECW or significance of what they became after? Because I would absolutely argue that Raven was ahead of Taz in his time. It's probably close, but building ECW right when it started to get hot and before it finally got to Taz and Sabu finally wrestled, and it took them a long time to get there. They built that feud forever and ever and ever, right? And it still wasn't for the title. That's just how you build feuds, and they did an incredible job. But all of that time that they built the Sabu Taz thing, when they became that was Raven as the champion.
Yep. I also look later on to that match with Taz and Bam Bam Bigelow. That's also a pretty synonymous match.
The one where they fell through the ring?
Yeah. And that was a good match too.
So you think Taz should be number 2?
If he pops up.
Well, that's what I mean. If he pops up.
Yeah. So
I think he will.
Yeah. If you want to go safer
Ben's
with
fair.
Raven at 2, I'm not going to
No,
because I don't want to argue against the merits of Raven, because absolutely, like, he's synonymous
but-
with the brand. But
the only if Taz comes, I think Raven and Taz are probably for me like interchangeable, 2 and 3. The problem here I have is that if Taz does not come, and I got to put someone ahead of Raven on the list, that's the part. I could put Taz ahead of him.
I think that's fair.
And if Taz comes, I'm still comfortable with him at 3.
Okay. I think, you know what? I think that's totally fair.
All right. Raven's number 2.
Let's go Raven 2.
Locking in Raven at number 2.
I'm so pumped for this list.
Your third.
He literally got up out of his chair when he heard ECW.
I know.
World Champions.
Like, this
Your
is-
third person to rank. He hurts people. Bobby Lashley.
Oh,
This is easy for me.
number 5.
This is number 5.
Yeah.
And
Well,
Zach, I've
you-
never felt better.
Yeah.
I don't care who's coming
Very
next.
good about
I
that.
don't care who's coming next.
Yeah.
Number 5. Lock it in.
The December to Dismember show was not exactly a crowning moment in ECW's history.
Number 5. Like, not even a thought.
All right. So then your next person to rank is Vince McMahon.
Oh, number 4.
Yeah, I still feel good about Bobby Lashley
Yeah.
5.
Yeah. At least Vince, like,
Do
made
rag
something.
Vince McMahon.
Oh, do you know I didn't really know he became an ECW champion? I've tried to eliminate every Vince McMahon title victory out of my mind completely.
A lot of the WWE ECW stuff is like, you know, it got really bad when the main event at Hammerstein is Batista versus Big Show, and the whole crowd is chanting "Change the channel" during the main event.
Incredible.
Unbelievable.
Number 4.
Yeah. At least Durag Vince had some moments. Watch out while I whip it out. That was one of his things with the ECW World Championship.
All right.
Oh boy.
Doesn't age very well.
No.
All right. So you've only got one person left to rank in one spot.
Yep.
Left for your rankings.
I feel good about this because 4 and 5 are so bad and 1 and 2 are so good.
I know.
That at this point,
The name that Zach McGibbon already brought up, Mike Awesome.
yeah, this is great.
I love Mike Awesome.
Yeah, but this is a perfect spot for him.
Yeah.
Zach's mad that he's not number 2.
But
I would put him ahead of Shane Douglas, but
Zach.
But he's
This
got
is a bias,
here's
though.
yeah, that's the thing. Like, he's got his Shane Douglas bias, and I got my Mike Awesome bias.
Yeah, but I went through the ECW. I lived
I
it
know.
and watched it every
He
single week.
has that
And
edge.
Look, nobody is a historian and has gone back for your age and knows more about things back in the time that you didn't get a chance to watch the weekly television. I give you so much credit for that. Like, you know, sometimes more than me about other things that happened in the 80s and the 90s, which is like wild. It's like, I always describe people that, like, when it comes to wrestling, I'm like a 9.9 out of 10. Like, you're gonna be hard to get if you just walked out into the universe in Ottawa where we are and said, like, oh, like a wrestling question, get it past Lee. You're gonna have a tough time getting one past me.
But
Yeah.
meanwhile, Zach is
11.
wrestling Rain Man.
He's 11. Yeah, like he's
I like
like
that comp.
he's like 12. Well, like, it's like, man, this sucks. Like, I'm a 9.9 and I'm trailing.
Definitely Mike Awesome. Definitely.
But back to the ECW list.
Yeah.
Mike Awesome is one of Zach's personal favorite wrestlers.
Yeah.
But in the annals of ECW history, he does not outdo Raven or Shane Douglas.
The big argument against me in terms of my love for Mike Awesome and having him higher, the thing that
Is
goes
taking
against him,
off on the company?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
that's the big
yeah.
one. I mean, but to be fair, it's not like, I mean, Heyman wasn't paying guys, which is a shocker, really. But and he wasn't paying.
He still took
Mike
off on the
Awesome.
company as the champion.
Yeah, and then it led to that famous match with Taz, where it's like, oh, it's Taz is a WWF guy taking on a WCW guy in an
Yeah.
ECW ring, and
Yeah. It got to a bad point. But
yeah,
our list again.
Your list again. Number 1, Bobby Lashley. No, just kidding. Number 1, the franchise Shane Douglas. Number 2, quote the man, the Raven. At number 2, number 3, Mike Awesome. Number 4, no chance with this ranking, Mr. McMahon. And number 5, Bobby by God Lashley.
If anybody ever wants to get me a present, I wore out. There was not a shirt like as a 19-year-old or 20-year-old that I wore more that I couldn't even keep because I wore it out so badly. And it was Raven with the title, his arms out and on the back, quote the Raven nevermore. Like
Yep.
I wore that shirt out, and I would love to get my hands on that shirt again at some point. Like I'm so happy with this list. You're the greatest host in the world, Ben Soubliere, of the randomizer of all the This Is Wrestling shorts. Mike Awesome's 3. Zach and I are back on the same page. Like we are
the mega powers.
We are Shane Douglas, perfect strangers.
There you go. Deep purple.
Exactly.
Let's go.
For Ben Soubliere and Zach McGibbon, I'm Lee Versage. Thanks for listening to our random randomizer edition of This Is Wrestling.